Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. I welcome you all. So I'll be going this way and that way because, of course, I'm streaming live on Facebook and I'm also on Zoom. I think I should have put the link, the Zoom link on my Facebook as well, just in case anybody wants to talk to us. But I didn't do that. Admin, can you help us with that if that's possible? Anyways, I welcome everybody to Break Free March session, and as we all know, we've advertised, we've spoken about it. We're talking about redefining success. Now I'll do a quick intro just for some of us that are new to this community. We are Break Free. We're a group of women. We come together, we talk about different topics that affect us as humans first and then as women. So we throw topics out, we then come together to discuss it, we learn from each other, particularly we do lived experiences. And today we're looking at redefining success. My name is Maumi. My other anchor is not present today because we are two. We usually do this together, but we had some other commitments, so she's gone to do those other ones while I am here today. But notwithstanding, we're going to talk today, and I'm sure that we're all going to have a nice time. Yes, so I welcome everybody to Break Free. Redefining success. Redefining success. What does that remind us? Like I said, I am not the one presenting anything. I'm just anchoring this conversation. We're all talking, we're all conversating on this. I think the one we're going to have in April, we might then have to bring somebody who is probably a professional in in this line of subject, and they might then be able to expose more. But for today, we're going to be conversating on this subject matter. So I'm going to start calling names, because I know that you might not want to talk. All right, okay, I won't call names for starters. Let's just unmute and let's have contributions as to what redefining success, what does it even say to you just hearing this topic? Anybody wants to say something? Okay, I'll go first. So for the longest time, society has given us an expectation. There is an expectation of what success is. There is a description of what it is, in terms of your job, your bank account, your family image, just everything basically. And there is an acceptable way which the society has said that if you're not up to this, then you're not successful. Or it might also be something we've accepted unconsciously. There's just a way. Look at the craze about BBL now. So if you do not have a particular way you look, you're not beautiful. And I think that's just what society has given to us, and consciously or unconsciously, that's the way we define beauty. So hourglass shape, flat tummy, all this, that's just one part of it. I'm just talking generally. So but today we want to define what success is to me as an individual. So I'm taking away from whatever it is out there. What is success to me as a person? This is a platform where we are owning our own success stories. So it's not about what it is, what the society is given or what the society expects, but what is success to us, and that is what we'll be talking about today. We're redefining it. So I have opened this conversation. I hope somebody can tell us what they think success is.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon. So usually we don't show our IDs, but I can see your picture. Yeah, that's fine.
I think when I heard you speak about what success might mean generally, started to make me think what I might, just because I'm quite a content person anyway, what I might think success is. And I think when you can set goals for yourself, irrespective of what society might think your goals should be, and you achieve them, I think that might be success to me.
To you personally, right?
Like this morning, I've woken up to write a to-do list, and at 10 o'clock today, I'm going to look at my to-do list, and that might be successful to me. I think something like that. That's how I see success. That's how I think that's how I have navigated through life.
Okay.
It's just set goals, and if I achieve them,
you're successful. Right.
If I don't achieve them, I fall back and hopefully get up again. And just getting up again is success.
Right. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that contribution. But I want to ask you. So, at what point did you get to writing out your to-do list and just defining your success your way? Because of course I don't know, but I just want to believe that it didn't start like that initially, because of course when we start out in life, especially you go to school and you're supposed to have whatever grade, those kind of things shape our belief system. So at what point did you own what your success was? Do you understand my question?
I do. I think I started off overly ambitious. Actually,
right.
Let's not use the word overly. I think I started off ambitious.
Which is nothing bad at all.
It's not a bad thing. But it can be overwhelming.
Right.
Especially when sometimes it is overly ambitious, or you don't give yourself time or grace.
Right.
I think as far back as I was 70, I think when I was 70, last time I felt like I was so successful and I was on top of the world, not that I haven't felt that thing, but where I have thought I've achieved everything, I was probably about 17, and I felt like I was where I was supposed to be. And obviously as you start to grow, you start to see that life isn't black or white or sharp or straight. It's a lot of zigzags.
So was there something particular, like an experience, just something that made you realize, what,
so
I don't have to follow this.
To go into university.
Right.
At 18. At the time, you had to, you were supposed to put 6 options of your university. I only put one, because I knew I wanted to just go into one. It's ridiculous when I think back at it. I stayed on for 2 years, and for 2 years I put one on my UCAS form. Until the third year, until the second year, I had to go through clearing, and then I had to go to a university that would accept me. And then,
so you didn't get to that one that you put in? You didn't get into it?
I got an audition. I got an audition.
Oh, okay.
I still didn't get it.
Wow.
So because the first time I got an audition, I thought, well, I must be good on paper. It was something about my audition. So the second year I did the same thing again. The second year I didn't even get an audition. So I had to go through clearing, and then went into university at 19. But when I look back at it now, I think it was ridiculous to put one university on your UCAS form. Are you okay?
Right.
Are you okay? But I think I was living in a bubble where it's either this or nothing. And I think not rebranding success can be overwhelming. It can be unrealistic. It can be very self-subduing, like you're not really living in the way you're supposed to be living. And I think was my first experience with reality. It's like, no, but you can't You can't keep going on like this.
And this helps you shape your understanding of what you should have done in the first place, and then you appreciated yourself better.
It wasn't just that one occasion. It was just growing up knowing that you can't always get what you want, and success isn't about just what you want. You know, there is, for me, there is a belief in the higher power that he might want something different for you.
Oh, definitely.
That God might want something different for you. It's not about
Definitely.
your brain or what you decide. So you have to always submit to God and decide whether you're aligned with what He wants for your life as well. So yeah.
Thank you very much. Before we go on, I would like for everyone that is in the Zoom room, please just use the chat box. Write out one thing that the society, for you, one thing that the society's expectation of success is to you. Now, this is not what you think, but just the expectation from society for you. Let's do that in the chat box so we can see. Yeah. Do we have anyone here? No, we don't have anybody on Facebook yet. But let's just put it on the chat box so we can go through them one after the other. So while we're doing that, I would say that success for me, I wrote it in the community WhatsApp group. I think it starts in the mind. So if you believe that, just like everything in life, belief is very, very key. So before you go on to do anything at all and you just don't believe it's going to work out, that's what do they call it? Dead on arrival. So for me, it starts from your mind, whatever it is at all, because, and we're talking redefining success. So what society expects of me is maybe A, for instance. In my mind, I am already certain that I am going to succeed in this, even though I might not be equipped enough for it. But I just know that come what may, because of course I'd have put in the work, I'd have put in everything required. My mom says that he that aims for the sky. I've forgotten. Everybody knows that saying. If you aim for the sky, even if you don't get to the sky, at least you get to the tree. And so if you have that mindset already, it's easier. Even if the society wants you to have an A, for instance, and you don't have an A, but you know what you've done, and now you end up with a C, even a D, even an F, you know that for you it might be success, because first thing first, you showed up. You could have given up and say, you know what, I don't think I can do this, and then you don't do it. But the fact that you even showed up, you made efforts, and you're there. The fact that you're there, you showed up, for me, that is success. And I'm not saying, this is not in any way encouraging mediocrity of any kind. The fact that you've done your part, even if you don't meet up to the expectation of the society. I'll tell you a quick story. As much as I want to read what is on the chat box, I don't want to say it quickly, so let me check the chat box and then I'll come back to my story. In case I forget, can somebody please remind me? Yes, let's just quickly say this. Alright, so okay, I got someone on Facebook. Oh wow, thank you Mr. Tunde Ojebode, thank you so much, thank you. Right. Yeah, successful for you to be getting married at, okay, so someone has written success is for you to be getting married at 23 and having 7 children by 30. Well, if it didn't work out that way, I'm sorry, I didn't get this properly. Is Joy there? Can you just say what you mean? Okay. Somebody said money, wearing flashy clothing. Wow. Somebody says success was also buying a house at 25. These are examples of expectations that the society has set for us. Yeah, I also think nobody really knows your bank account until you tell them. Okay, I think living in the West helps we keeping up appearances regardless. So I don't quite understand the pressure to look rich when one is not. Wow. Okay. Yes, I really quite appreciate.
The first bit I probably was typing too hard. I said success. If you asked us to write what we thought success was,
okay.
Now.
Oh, okay.
Success for me used to be getting married at 23 years old,
right,
and having 4 children before I turned 30.
Right.
Well,
okay, that was for you. That was what you wanted. That was your okay.
Yeah.
Okay, which is fine.
I think really, when we talk about success and being driven by what society thought, sometimes it's meshed. So obviously, when I think about my background and my family, everyone got married in their 20s, so it was natural for me to think I was going to get married in my 20s. And then it wasn't natural for me to think I would have 7 children. I think that was a personal but to think I was going to marry in my 20s or 23 wasn't out of the box.
Right.
So when we're talking about society clouding our judgment of success, I think that was one of it, is the fact that this is what we do in this household. So I was always prepping myself up for 23. Obviously, as I got to 23, goalposts kept on moving forward.
Yes, but I think that is just because it's an unconscious pressure on yourself. Even if nobody was pressuring you, it's just the way we do it here. I don't want to be the odd one out, and but when you get to a point, you need to sit back and redefine success. That's what we're doing. So I said I was going to say a story. Or somebody else has written something. Right. Success is progress towards what matters to you, not what society shouts about, not what other people expect. It's the steady movement toward a life that aligns with your values, your purpose, and your sense of meaning. Wonderful. That's very good. That's very, very good. Yes. Definitely, that's what success is personally. So I was going to say a story. I remember this happened just about a time when I just left the uni, and I was looking for a job. Now I don't even say this. So I've not been good in mathematics, from time. Even when I was in secondary school, university, all that. And when during my university days, I didn't really do a lot of mathematics. And so this job opportunity, I think it was a flight attendant job, something. Can't remember what airline it was, but regardless, they wanted us to do some. It wasn't even maths; it was arithmetics, and anything that had to do with numbers wasn't my thing. Immediately I see numbers, I'm like, God, how do I survive this? And they didn't tell us. We just went. It was supposed to be an interview, I can't remember. It was a long time, more than 20 years ago. So I showed up. They told us we're going to do XYZ, and the fact that I did not say, this is not for me, the fact that I even stayed and attempted it for me, honestly, because I know me, immediately I see I can't, and I would have left, but I stayed. So we did English was easy. I could, whatever I would be fine. I did it. So when we were to do the mathematics, it was I think it was 5 questions. You were only allowed to miss one, or maybe it was 6. You were only allowed to miss one. So if you do If you miss 2 questions, you're out. So number one, math wasn't my thing at all. And then there were all these rules to it. So already I was discouraged. But I said, I'm here. I might as well just do it. It wasn't even maths. And I tried. And each time I did the one question, I'll check. I think this might be the correct answer. Then I did 5. All the answer I came to, because I think we could choose options as well. So I found those options there, and I was like, okay, I might be correct. But the 6th one, I didn't know it. I tried. I didn't see anything that looked like the answer I got. So it was really very confusing for me, and you could not miss more than 2. So I just did the 5. You see, the people that would really appreciate the story are the people that knew me when I was younger. And at the time, it was marked there and then. I got all 5. I didn't get the job eventually, but that I got 5. I attempted 5 questions. I got all 5. To me, changed my entire understanding of myself. It just made me realize that, mommy, you need to cut yourself some slack. In fact, if anybody had told me that I would sit for anything, that was numbers and would get everything, everything I did correctly, I'd have doubted at that point in my life. So eventually we went on to do some other things, it was different sections of the interview. But the one that I even passed that bit, to me, I didn't need to get the job. It gave me a confidence like no other. And to me, that was success. It was big success. And they were like, you didn't get the job, why are you happy? I'm like, you cannot understand. I got something that was much more than the job. I got we just did unveiling recently, so I'm going to use it. So, I unveiled another part of me. And it just always, anytime I'm faced with anything, I say to myself that just come, just make yourself available, do it, attempt it, open your mind, be present, just attempt it, and whatever result comes out of it, look beyond the expectation. Oh, I didn't get the job and that's the end of the world. No, that's not the end of the world. So when I went to do other things, anything I see, any numbers, I'm like, oh, I'm fine, I'll just attempt it. So that's one story I'd like to share about success, and it really, really helped me. It really, really helped me. It really helped my confidence. It helped me, with so many other things that I attempt to do. That don't just give up because you've seen it and you're like, oh no, this is not for me. No, just do it. Do it. I don't really like public speaking, addressing people like I'm here and there's so many people in front. I don't like doing it. I don't mind talking in front of camera. But having a lot of people in front of, I don't really like. It's not even that I'm shy. I just can't handle it. And so a lot of the times when there is an opportunity for me to do that, I just can't do it. But then I remember that what's the worst that's going to happen? Just do it. So for me, it's just showing up, having a mindset that it's going to work out, and if it doesn't work out, I'll learn, and then I'll keep moving on. I hope that encourages somebody. It feels lonely now. It feels lonely now. Can we unmute, please?
Yes, it does.
Right. So because I don't want to keep talking, I want us to interact. Yes, please. Yes.
Do it afraid.
Say again?
Do it afraid.
Wow. Do it afraid. Powerful. Even though you're afraid, just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's very good. I'll write that down. Do it afraid. Yeah. Anybody else has something to say? Any lived experience? Yeah. Do it afraid.
It reminds me of what we say to students all the time.
Oh, someone wrote something here. I'll read it. But go on.
There's no such thing as you can't do math. You had it in you anyway.
Wow.
Regardless. You just have to get to that part of yourself.
The thing is, for me, with numbers, I think I try too hard. So I try a lot and then I begin to have headaches and all that. And I'm like, you know what, I can't do this, and then I leave it. So, yeah. I should just relax. But of course, I'm loads better today. Someone wrote something here. Preparedness, readiness, and diligence are factors that contribute towards success, regardless of the outcome. Thank you so much, Mr. Tunde. Correct. You have to be prepared. Show up. Don't let whatever society say, don't let that dictate what your actions will be. Just show up for yourself and do what you have to do. Also, if there is nobody saying anything, can I say something now? Somebody wants to say something.
I was going to say, I think for me, defining success for me, it first of all came with me dealing with the spirit of contentment.
Wow.
And the sense of being contented with what I've got first. Because I felt like success for me is kind of open-ended, and then you also see like lots of successful people and they're still chasing for more. So you look at them and you're just like, at what point do you say
you're fine
enough, or I have reached where I want to go? So for me, I had to first of all deal with, darling, look within yourself, figure out what makes you contented. And for me personally was, okay, I've got a house, I just like a simple practical thing. And it's not like it's cutting my ambition, but it's just basically I'm making myself, I felt like since I was able to define what I thought would make me happy, okay, I've got an extra pot somewhere, I've got an okay job, not like, whatever, at least the job gives me peace of mind.
I was going to say peace of mind.
Come back
yeah.
to work, switch off. So for me, it's like redefining that for me, and then being contented with, like, what else do I want? If I want to buy something, I can afford it. So for me, it was like, with my redefining my success level was also dealing with the spirit of, I'm contented. I don't have to wear flashy things like everybody. I just have to dress decently, it's like, it was like I had to work a lot on myself, because I remember when I was a bit younger, I was like, I want to buy that really nice thing, even though I couldn't afford it. But I wanted it. Why? Because everybody else wore it. And they look like, they look really good. And to me, then when I was growing up, it was like, oh, they look really successful. Like, they look like they're doing really well. But it's like coming back to terms of, that is not it. It's like, but then growing up and then seeing that, okay, you can see some people like dress really nice, but then they go home and they're going back to their, their little shack that, you're like, you can buy that one, but you cannot do this one. That my mindset started shifting, and then it was then with me deciding like, okay, what makes you happy? What makes you content? And then going for it, and then just kind of staying through that trajectory. That was what helped me, like, in my journey of, I'm still in a journey of redefining.
We're all in a journey. We're all on a journey. Thank you so much for your contribution. What you said reminded me, I put down some notes, that success is internal. like he just said, it's not what we see. It's not the flashy cars, the flashy dressing, the pose for the gram and all that. No, that's not success. Success is how you feel internally when the lights are off, when you're just by yourself, and that contentment, that peace of mind you said. Yeah, that's what success really is. It's not about what others think or how others see you, or it doesn't depend on I say this word, external validation. Yeah, no, it's about how you feel in the inside of you, and allowing yourself some grace. Because when you're pressuring yourself, because everybody else does this, and then the pressure, even when you get it, you feel burnt out, and then you're like, is this it? Is this what this is about? And that is not success anymore. You might just feel like, okay, a sense of competition, and no, even if you then eventually get it, you don't feel as fulfilled as you should feel if it was something you really genuinely wanted, and that's whatever it was gave you peace of mind. So we don't necessarily have to be the richest, the biggest. No, it doesn't really matter. It's just about yourself. And so thank you. Success is very internal. We have another we have something else on the chat box on Facebook. Question. Okay, a question. So this question is for everybody. Brace yourself. What is the best approach when one's success is tied to other people's performance or accomplishments? Wow, powerful. Did we hear that? Yes?
Or perhaps other people's judgment.
No, I think what he's saying is
in the sense that maybe like an interview, maybe getting the job will be based on the judgment of the interviewer.
No. Yeah, that is one aspect. But I think what he's saying is when one's success is tied to other people's performance or accomplishments. So say, I just want to say, maybe your work colleagues, like you're the head of department,
group project or something.
yeah, something like that. So what is the best approach? Let's talk about this. It's a really good question.
You probably have to be the driving force. You have to probably pull the group together to get to where you want to go. Otherwise, some people might be more complacent than maybe what you are. So you have to probably, pull everybody.
What if you're not in that capacity to be able to, maybe you're not the head, or okay, someone else. Okay, I will come to that. Someone has put a question on the Zoom, but let's quickly tackle this one we have. Does anybody have anything to say? Because I have something to say, but I want us all to jointly talk about this. I will call names. Someone is very quiet today. Someone is very quiet today. I won't put you on the spot, but please, let's should I take the question again, or should I just react to it? What is the best approach when one's success is tied to other people's performance or accomplishments? So for me, I think, now this is what I feel personally. I think that your success can be tied to other people's accomplishments. Other people's performance or accomplishments, which is true. But I think that first and foremost, your personal, did that come, that I don't think that came out right. I mean, your personal contentment, just, this is external to everybody else. We're talking about you particularly, as in you give your best, you show up, you do all that you can do. And if say again,
I think when we put a scenario to it might be more complex, because I know exactly what you're saying. Very personal. So for example, if raising a child is raising a godly child or some sort of child is success to me, and I'm in a family or in a marriage, it takes two, it takes all the parties. So we can't say that my own personal.
No, but what I mean is, I get you, but you see, there's some things that are beyond you, that really there isn't a lot you can do about it, but you are content that you've done your bit. If you get, you remember that the person that spoke earlier said you can make the team do, but what if you're not in that, you don't have that capacity to do that? You see, some contentment, because again, I say to myself, I've done my bit. I know that there's something we say in Yoruba, I'm sorry, but I'll have to say it in Yoruba, I've done everything in my power. And if I look internally again, I say, oh, I actually did what I could do. And to me, that's success for me. That's my contribution to that question. Because again, there are some things that are beyond us. You're not able to take, for instance, a company goes down because of one person's misconduct, and everybody has to take the fall for it. Yes, that's some kind of unfortunate situation, but I would look at the good side of it. Okay, what did I learn? What did I do? What could I have done better? If you get what I mean. So that's the aspect I can look at that from. But like Joy said, if we have a scenario to it, it will be easier to talk more on it. So I'll quickly go to, someone asked the question
that success is not determined by the outcomes in every situation. Success is personal. It's the preparedness that you put into it. It's the effort that you put into it, not necessarily what you get out of it, because you might not get the expected outcome that you want from it, but it doesn't mean that you haven't succeeded in doing something. The effort that you put in and every other thing you did to get to wherever you got to in success.
It counts for something, right?
Yeah, it does count for something. Yes, and it's reassuring for you.
Exactly.
I did my bit, I did my best.
Yeah.
Rather than you measuring your success by the outcome.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's very profound. It's not about the outcome really. It's just about what you did, how you did it. Accountability of I did all I could, and definitely you would have learned from it. So before we go back to your question, we've not got into questions. Anyway, somebody's asking a question. So I hope we're all learning from this, because definitely I am learning. Yeah, what is the relationship between money and success? Can a poor person be considered successful? Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. I think so. I don't think success success should be measured by the amount of money you have. No, I don't think so. Like we've been saying, it's personal. Do you know that not everybody, as crazy as it might sound, not everybody desires to have a lot of money. Not everybody. Some people are just content with the little they have. They don't and it's not because they don't have a push or they don't have big plans. No, they just like life in a certain way. So, but maybe I'm not talking poor, but whatever. But again, being poor is relative. and being rich is relative. So what is poor to me might not be poor to you know. So I think that success is measured regardless of the money you have, regardless of how comfortable you are. It is an internal thing. And also, let's remember that at 20, what you might consider a success might be different when you're 40. So at 20, you might be like what Dami said, that she wanted, you know, and then later on you're like, do I really need to have all these things? I have X, I have Y, I'm okay. So that's what I think. Does anybody have anything to say? Does anybody have anything to add to that?
Yeah, I don't think success should be measured on monetary terms.
So are we fine?
Yeah.
Right. So we have too many questions. We have too many questions today. All right, let's just take one more. Is it possible to be successful in a competitive environment, especially in a situation where there will be winners and losers? Can the winners feel successful on others' expense as losers? I think we touched on this when we were answering the previous question. Before I react to that, let's have somebody react to it. Do you want me to take the question again?
Yes, please.
Okay. Is it possible to be successful in a competitive environment? That's the A. Especially, and this is expanding it, especially in a situation where there will be winners and losers. Can the winners feel successful on others' expense as losers? Yeah. Do we want to react to that? Is it possible to be successful in a competitive environment? It is.
It is. I guess that's why we have like winners and losers and gold medals and.
Definitely.
Yeah, you can be successful, but then I think at the expense of others, yes, the others are going to lose. But the fact is, the fact that the others lose as well does not mean that they might find their losing also successful. Because, I don't know, for example, all these Olympic runners, they might have lost, but maybe they beat their personal best or their personal record. So to them, that might be success.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's a process again, you know. It's a process, like you said. They might be the personal best, so the next time it's another, you know, it's a gradual process to just developing and getting better at what you do.
Especially because they showed up.
Yeah.
They would have learned from whatever it was. And then, you know, there's always an opportunity, because everybody cannot be the number one. Somebody will be number one, somebody will be number two, and one thing that came to mind is, you know, that most of these competitions we have, these reality TV shows and all, it's a platform sometimes that you're even there, even you didn't win. The fact that you showed up, you're there, you gave yourself the opportunity, you gave yourself the visibility. People see you, yeah, even though you didn't win, but you did very well, you know. So I don't think that you should not celebrate your success regardless if they're losers, or, you know, people we refer to, they didn't win it, but still it's okay, because like we said, success is relative. Yeah. So what is success to me might not be what is success to you. So let me quick. You're going to say something.
Practice practice makes
perfection. Yeah.
And then also there's also the talk about fake it till you make it. So just just showing up like you say, and you eventually perfect what you want to do.
Thank you. So I have something written here. I said success is sustainable. If it costs you your mental health, the price is too high. If it doesn't give you peace of mind.
I'm just going to go by the story you shared when you were looking for a job.
Yeah.
Even though you didn't get the job.
Exactly.
But you tried the math. It's a process for you.
For me.
For me, it's whatever we believe that it's a success to us. There will always be a winner and a loser in everything we do in life.
Definitely.
Because you did not win, and there will always be a competition. That's normal to life. There is a competition in everything we do, and there will always be someone that will win and someone that will not win. So whatever success means to you in that particular thing that you did, whether you win it or you lose it, that whatever what success means to you, it's what I don't know how to put it.
Yeah.
It means to you. Success might be me just taking part in that thing. I did that thing. It's a success to me. I also want to share a story.
Yeah, please.
We didn't know about it because when we were talking years ago, I was talking about me going to school. I was like, can I do it? And when we said something to me that year, which I held on to, like, Shade, you've not done it. How do you know you're not going to pass? How do you know you're not going to succeed in it? And I held on to it. The fact that I even passed my laptop that year and I feel mucus after the form, it's a success to me.
Yeah.
The fact that I even carried that laptop because I've been, I will do it, I can't do it, I don't want to do it. But that year that I filled in the form, that I even filled the form, it was a success for me. I didn't end up not going to that uni. The fact that I picked up my laptop and I filled the form, it was a success for me. So it's whatever we as a person think that it's a success, it is what works for us.
Thank you so much for your contribution. I wasn't sure who was speaking, but when you then gave context to it, I knew who it was. Yes, and just like she rightly said, showing up, just show up, even if you don't get it. When you remember that, I showed up and I did XYZ, even though I didn't get it, but it counts for something. It does count for something, and it should be celebrated. You should not just say, oh, well, I didn't get it. No, the fact that you showed up, because a lot of people won't show up. A lot of people just have the thoughts, that's it, they won't go ahead. So it counts for, and it's not just it counts for something little, it counts for something that is worth celebrating, really. So thank you very much for sharing. As we know, we really like lived experiences, because that is how we learn. Sometimes we have professionals come join us and they give us somebody has asked something, parameters to success, 9 this of this. Yeah, we appreciate that. I'm not even making a joke out of it, but I mean, when we have lived experiences, say, oh, I did X, I did Y, and this was the result I got, we really appreciate that a lot. It helps give context, and we can relate better than this textbook belief of 9 parameters to this, 10 key ways of doing all that. So yeah, so if you have any lived experiences you also want to share with us, we're more than happy. But before we go there, let me see. Success is progress towards what matters to you. Okay, I think we've read this. No, I'm not sure we read it. Let me just read it again so we have a bit. So it says, success is progress towards what matters to you, not what society shouts about, not what other people expect. It's the steady movement towards a life that aligns with your values, your purpose, and your sense of meaning. Thank you. What is the relationship between money? Okay, we did that. What are the parameters that defines success? Now, Ifeolu has asked that. if anybody has answers to that, parameters that define success, I would say peace of mind, contentment. That's one thing I'll say, but let me just go through all the things in the chat box. Success is living in alignment with your values, not the size of your bank account. A poor person can be successful if they live with purpose, integrity, and impact. There are very rich people, robbers, fraudsters. They're rich, they're successful, but do they have peace of mind? So yeah, and people that have acquired their wealth in a good way, but still maybe they were doing something they didn't really like. So I'm not saying that it's only bad people or people that does shady things. So let's go back to what are the parameters that defines success.
I just wanted to make a little comment.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to say that some, like you say, maybe just going through the process might be success for you or for someone.
Mm-hmm.
Also, what I wanted to say is that even if the outcome that you were looking to get wasn't what you got, so what I want to say is that how you deal with that moving forward should be in a positive manner rather than letting it break you down. So if you can move forward in a positive manner, then that in itself is success rather than breaking down. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yes, it does, but I'm a bit confused. So whatever it is you had gotten, even you didn't achieve whatever it was you wanted to achieve, you should take it forward in a positive manner, right?
Yeah, so make it a learning.
Right, learn from it.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I learned from my experience, the first one I shared was that whenever I'm going to any interview, just prepare for anything. Because again, I didn't know because it wasn't related. Well, to me, it wasn't related. They knew why they wanted us to do the mathematics. So I learned that when you show up, be prepared for whatever it is, and when it comes, just do it. Just do it. So showing up, taking the plunge. Actually, like I said, it starts from the mind. It starts from your mind, and if you get someone to help give the push, then go on. Okay.
For me, parameters to success for me is your purpose in life, knowing why you want to do what you want to do, your growth as well, becoming somebody better, become a better version of you of
yourself. Yes.
Yeah. Also integrity. Staying true to your values, to yourself. I'm not because others are doing this. Doesn't mean I should do it for my success. You get also our impact in life, in the society as well. Is making positive
impact.
Within your friends, within your family, within your workplace. Actually, it's also a parameter to success, and also fulfillment. Are you satisfied with whatever you're doing? Because if you're satisfied, you should be fulfilled. That's a success for me as well. So I feel that to me, that's the parameter to success.
Yeah, thank you very much. What you said reminds me of my journey, working and all. So a lot of the times when I was back home in Nigeria, I used to work as customer service in a bank, and it was I was having that discussion with someone recently, and I was like, "Oh, you were a banker. The fact that you work in a bank doesn't make you a banker. You're a bank worker." Because the bankers are the investment bankers, are the ones that are really. If you're a security man in a bank, are you a bank? You work in a bank, you're not a banker. The fact that you do customer service, you do, So I wasn't particularly fulfilled. It wasn't what I really wanted to do. And it's very funny because some other people are looking at you like, they want what you want, and they see you as successful. But I wasn't fulfilled. It wasn't what I wanted to do. I wanted to be here. I wanted to be in front of the camera and to shake my ass. Sorry, not shake my. But I like this kind of thing that I'm doing. I like the media. I would like to act. I would like to do stuff like that. So and that's why I say again, it is personal. Success is not because it's not what we see. It's not like, I just say, she has a very beautiful this. You think she's successful. She herself doesn't even think she's successful because she's not content. Not content in a negative way. She's not fulfilled, or is not fulfilled. You understand what I mean? So it's much more than the expectations of the society. You might even have everything and still you're just not fulfilled. You don't feel successful. Everybody else might celebrate you and you might not celebrate yourself because that's not who you are. That's not how you want yourself to be. You might even want less than where you found yourself, and you might want much more. You might just want something different completely. So this is the point where we're saying that let's redefine success. Let's own it. Be able to say no if you want to say no. If that makes you happy, just say no. You don't have to say yes if what you really want to say is no. Just say no. If you want to, whatever it is you want to do, life is really very short. So there is the part of making money work. So if it's a job you've gotten that you have to do to make your life go on, work. But don't forget what really gives you fulfillment, because that is that's very important. So a lot of us, I know for certain, because I always ask everybody, this job you're doing, is this what you really want to do? A lot. This one I don't even miss it. It's one of the conversations I have with people that are close to me, that you work in whatever, so is this what you really want for yourself? And it appears like we're doing great, you're making £1,000 a day, and most of the time they say no, it's just for the money, which is okay. We must pay our bills, we must live up to our responsibilities. But please, as much as we're doing all that, let's also be reminded to find success, fulfillment, so that you make time to do what will give you your living, but make time to make yourself feel very fulfilled. Yeah. So somebody was going to say something. Oh, we have someone.
That's it. What gives you joy?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't look at the ands. I'm sorry. Hope you are going to say something.
Yeah.
Yeah, please. I'm sorry.
So I've been listening to everybody and looking at the topic redefining success, and I haven't made any contribution because this is not a subject I can relate with, because success is not a word I use in my day-to-day life, because as some people have mentioned, contentment, that's more the kind of words that I resonate with.
Okay.
Because I'm content within myself. I'm content with, just partaking in this thing we call life is success in itself.
The fact that you're alive.
Exactly. And that's where my whole argument comes from. Because if we start talking about success, you're comparing yourself to the next person. You're looking at parameters. You're looking at measurements. We are looking at key performance indicators. Those things don't feature in my life. I just wake up, do what I need to do. Yes, we all have to earn money. There are people, with all my certification, with all the training I've had, I should be like a director. Well, I ask myself, if I am a director, the things I have been able to achieve, would I have achieved it? And the answer would be no. So, if we take away success and just live. I'm not saying people shouldn't be ambitious or anything like that, but is your yesterday better than your today? For me, that's my measurement. Do you go to bed, sleep happy? Are we healthy? And those are, for me, are more important than success. Have you bought a house? A sister was talking about marriage at 23. When we put those things on ourselves, it makes us even more miserable. But living day to day, I never gave myself a particular time to get married. I never gave myself a particular time to do anything. I'm just living the moment. There was a time everybody was in contracting. I didn't do that. Everybody's on LinkedIn. I'm probably with other people that are not on LinkedIn. Because people say, oh, go on it, you will do this would happen. And it might have worked for everybody else. But we all have different nuances in our life. We have different scripts to our life. That it worked for this person doesn't mean it will work for you. But there are the basic things we'll put together to achieve what we want to achieve day to day. But contentment surpass it. Be content with whatever you find yourself doing. Because there's greater good in all that than, anything else. And it gives you peace of mind. And there's nothing beyond that. The peace of mind. You wake up, you're happy. Your children or everything, your family, everybody's happy around you. That's more than it. So that's why my, no contribution from my side, because it's not a word that I throw around or I resonate to it. Just living life is a success in itself.
Thank you very much. From what you said, you will see that success is relative. So other things that others might consider as, I've achieved X, Y, Z, might not be as important to some others. Hope has said that she's just happy to be here. She feels content. The fact that she can wake up to see another day, she's fine. And she's content with it. And for somebody else, it might be more. They might want more. Like, okay, fine, I'm here, but I want, So, but what we're trying to talk about today is we're trying for us to own it. So whatever form it comes, or whatever belief system you have, whatever it is, however you define success, let it be your success. So it's not anybody else defining it for you. It's nobody else giving you the standards and you rest. It's even success. The fact that you can take a rest is success. So let it just be you at the end of the day. And this is not saying that we should not reach out for greater heights or anything, but whatever it is, you define your success and live by it. So I hear Hope talk about contentment. Whatever it is that you find yourself doing, if you want more. So I'm not saying you have to just accept it. If you want more, go for it. Be successful, Sam. Oh God. I'm sorry. My little boy distracted me. Just find contentment in your aspirations. So if you're not where you want to be, go for it. Show up for yourself. Don't let the society dictate what your success story will be like. If you're not meeting up to what you really want to do, learn from whatever mistakes you've made in the past. Pick up yourself and move on. So interestingly, nobody has spoken about marriage. Nobody has spoken about success in marriage. Nobody has spoken about success in raising children, those other parts of our lives that are very personal. Does anybody have anything in that area? Because I think we've attributed it so much to work, career, stuff like that. But other parts of our life, does anybody have any contributions on that?
where do the parameters end with a successful marriage or raising a child? I think it's a tall order to I mean, as when we spoke before, and she just said it can make you miserable if you're going to measure whether you feel like one's marriage is successful or not, or whether you've raised. At what age do I attribute success to raising a child? I don't know if I don't know if I would do that to myself.
No, I didn't get that question correctly. I'm sorry.
No, I was responding to what you said. I wasn't asking the question.
Okay.
You said no one has talked about.
No, I'm just talking generally that we've spoken so much more about our careers and all that, but we haven't. I'm not even saying that we should measure it. Just talking generally that, do we feel successful in? It's not even about the marriage in itself, but my input. I've done. Do I feel like I've done what I need to do? Do I feel I have I'm fulfilled in everything I have done? And then somebody said that everything doesn't have to come. We don't have to have the desired results, but in yourself as an individual, you feel like, I have. If I was to rate myself, I've done what I should do, and I think I feel successful in this aspect of my life. Anybody?
It's a tall order, like the other speakers said. How do you measure, especially in marriage? I mean, you might think you're successful. Does your partner think he's been successful? So
no, it's not about him. It's not about him. It's about you. Yeah, it's about you. Like we said, we're not allowing anybody to rate your. Do you understand? It's about you. We have, like she said earlier. She mentioned something about raising children. Stuff like that. We have fantastic parents. Fantastic parents. They've given all. They should give. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody should ask me if I'm successful as a parent, I would, outrightly say yes.
That's it.
But that's in this moment. I don't know in the next, I've given of myself. I've poured into my children. I've given them everything: shelter, good education, emotionally being there, I've been there. I've done it all for my children, and I'm sacrificing a lot alongside that, which, it's not something I will go back and say I regret, because, again, I've been content in everything I do. However, and I can see the dividends in the way, my children are going. But children can shock you, for now, today, you might think you're doing a great job, but you can't speak on the next 2 years, and once they become adults, they might deviate from everything you've taught them and all whatnot, but in this moment, I can categorically say, yes, I have done everything. I can't think of anything else I would have done differently, to be honest. So for me, that's what I would say has been successful, but I can't speak for the next 2-3 years or when they become full-grown adult, because now I believe I still have a little bit of control. But once they leave home and start doing their own thing, I don't know. But would that be because I did Uber? I'm not sure about that, because now at that point they are now adults and they can
make their decisions. Yeah.
So will I be responsible for failing them? I'm not sure.
So take your flowers. Yeah.
I was going to ask. The reason why the reason why you might say that you're successful as a mother, is it because you have outcomes you've been able to measure your children against?
Again, I never. Everything I do in life, I don't compare with anybody. It's just me. This is my story, and I'm writing it. So every day, challenge. So how am I measuring it? I'm measuring it in the fact that Good.
So everything you desired of them has come to fruition.
Yes, everything I've desired and more.
Yeah.
And they've never given me sleepless nights. I've never had to worry, about where they are. They trust me in implicitly, if I can say that of my rely on my judgment. They cannot do anything without running it by me. And I'm sure there are things they do without me knowing about it, but the important things they run it by me. And I influence everything. I influence it, and no school have ever called me to moan about my child or anything. So I think that's that's for me. That's the greatest joy I have achieved as a mother.
Wow. As I answered your question,
as a mother,
right?
As a mother of 4 boys. I would say when I first saw my first was my stepson. Yeah. Even though when I got married to his dad, I didn't know what motherhood was. I didn't even know myself as at that time. And I thank God that today is a medical doctor.
Wow.
Yeah? That's why I said success is by whatever you measure it to be. That's my success there. Just like what Hope just said, I've got a whole lot of compliment about him and his brothers wherever they go. That's success for me. I am fulfilled as a mother. I look at him and I look at him like, Shade, how did you do this?
Yeah.
But I did it.
Congratulations.
I didn't know how I'm going to do it.
That's good.
That's a success for me as a mother. He runs everything by me. I am happy. I am fulfilled as a mother. I am. And it's I don't know, I'm being emotional now as I am.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Congratulations.
All I would say is that's my success. It's my success. And someone said, even if your husband don't say, yes, sometimes my husband will say, Kilo Shane, what did you do? I've done a lot.
Yeah.
He might not see, it's not about him, it's about me.
Exactly, that's what we're saying. It's about you.
He might not see what I have done.
Yeah.
He saw this, my boy saw what I have done, and I've seen what I did.
Yeah. Let's celebrate her, please. Let's celebrate her. Come on, everybody. Let's celebrate her. It's not easy when you're married to someone and then you're taking it from. Yeah, it's very good.
Just following his step. I would say.
Wow.
It's they are. So I don't have to worry about them. What are they doing? What kind of friends are they keeping? Thank you.
And growing boys in this part of the world. You deserve your flowers. You do actually. Yeah. Oh wow, it's been amazing. Do we have any more contributions? Yeah, please.
Someone just said they had a question.
Right, go for it.
Question. So earlier when we're talking, we said that success isn't necessarily measured by outcomes. So now that you raise the issue of children, marriage, and all that, how do you measure success? So if considering the last two speakers, what they had said, that with all the effort that they put into nurturing their children, training them and all of that, and if at the end of the day you did all that you've done and they didn't
turn out the way you wanted,
does it mean you're not successful?
You are successful, and that was why we said that it's about you. You heard when she said that she knows what she did. She knows what she had put in, and that's why she feels that she's done. She feels successful. Now, on the flip side, were you still saying something?
Yeah, sorry, I was woman. Sorry to interrupt.
That's fine.
This question is a brilliant question, and I'm one of the last two speakers about children.
Oh, okay.
It's for me to answer that question, and I have I have thought about it that with all this rat race of dealing with these children, if tomorrow they turn, because children, you can't, they can flip on you.
Yeah, true.
But I will be in my old people's home, happy within myself.
Why would you be in the old people's home?
I'll be happy because I know I did my best. But any child that wants to derail from that, from what I have put them through, is on them and it's no longer me. So the answer to that question is, I did my best. It's on them. The race is now up to them. So that, to me, I'm still successful. You will not take that away from me. It's what you did with what I put impacted in you. It's now for you to do. Nothing more.
So you have your piece on that.
That's a statement of facts. That's a statement of fact. I did my best, and
Yeah.
no one can take that away from me.
Exactly. So you have your piece. Yeah. Corey's. Or was that Corey's? Or who was that? I don't know. Are you okay with the response?
It was me. I think it was Ifelua that asked the question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sure, with the response.
Oh,
Thank you,
good.
yeah.
Good. Okay. Do we have any other reactions?
I was going to say that I was actually glad that someone asked that question, if I asked that question, because when we were talking, I remember having this conversation with my mom.
Wow.
And I think she was kind of like doing like a little thank God I brought you, bro. And I had to say to her that it's not about you. It's about the child themselves.
You think so?
You could have poured into me, and I could have taken it and flipped it over because I didn't want it. So you just be thankful that God gave you a good child, not because of what you poured into me. But obviously,
No, but I think it counts for something too, because of course. And it doesn't count for something little. It counts for something really, really heavy. Because at least now it's for you to choose.
So you see a lot of parents, they're a bit discouraged because I've seen a lot of really good parents, but their children didn't turn out right.
Yeah.
And they take it, they really draw with that guilt. And, it takes a lot. It takes a lot from them. And you just look at them and you just feel so bad. That it's really nothing to do with them. It's not about anyone that knows them, that actually knows the in-depth, will see that you really tried. But it's just the child that, God knows. Sometimes it's really God, to be honest, and that's what all you can do as a parent is do your best and leave
do your best
and pray that God actually works on the child. So
do your best. Yeah.
I don't think, for me personally, as much as I want to see my child as my achievement, I don't think I would really want to base my achievement based on however my child turns up. It will be good by the grace of God. My child will turn up okay. I'll put it back to God, but then I wouldn't want to measure myself based on my child.
Yeah, and that's why I was saying that you can't measure your success based on others. It's about how you feel. Because nobody else knows you better than you know yourself, and you'll be true to yourself to say, you know what, I didn't really do well, or I did well. Do you get? So I think, just like you said,
how the child turns out, but how much you felt that you've put in.
Exactly.
And then mum suggesting that she did well. I think it's because she knows the sacrifice she made, and that you in turn were only able to use what you were given. And that's the truth. Even when a child turns around, they use what they've been given. Even when the child doesn't measure up to what the parent desires, they use what they've been given to their own peril. So, and sure.
So I'll quickly say something. Somebody was going to say something. I'll wait.
Nurture. Children will be children. You can nurture them all you want, but they'll become the, what they are innately.
So, in addition to that, I remember when I was younger, and my dad would say, remember the child of whom you are, right? I know a lot of Africans say that. But when I went to the uni, I said, I want to forget for a minute so I can have fun. Can you beat that? That, you know what? If I remember, because really, if I remember the son of whom I am,
you won't have fun.
I won't. Because just the fact that I'm thinking my dad is there, like I'm in a club, and I just picture that my dad is, I'll be able to express myself. So I consciously say to myself, you know what, forget for a minute. Nobody will die. And imagine if I had gotten into serious trouble all those times I decided I was going to forget. So, yes.
There was things you didn't do because of the daughter of who you were, trust me. Even in that.
And I agree. I do agree. But because it took me to tell myself that forget it. Do you get? So that's a bit interesting. And this is just agreeing to what Ope said, that children can flip on you sometimes, and you're like, because I can imagine that all those times, if my dad had just seen some of my moves, I'd be like, this cannot be my daughter. Exactly. So, but those days, we thank God for growth. Yeah. So we've had a wonderful time on Break Free today. It's been amazing. We miss our sister Foluke. We hope she will be here next month. And she had to, like I said earlier, she had to go run some errands for Break Free, and that's why she isn't here today. We appreciate everybody that has joined. So, our community people, you have changed the rules though. We usually don't put our names, well, we can see people's names. They want pictures. We don't mind if you don't mind. The reason is because we want to promote a safe space. We want people to be able to express themselves without holding back, without fear of judgment. But if you're okay to open up your IDs, we're also fine with it. So we've had an amazing time. I told you guys that we're streaming on Facebook Live. We were supposed to stream on YouTube, but for last minute, some technical problems, we couldn't do that. So I decided I was just going to stream it on my own page on Facebook, and that's what we're doing. Also, and that means that if you want to watch, or you want to refer someone to watch our session today, they can check out my Facebook page. I don't know if it's possible for us to be able to put it on YouTube as well. I don't know, but we'll look into that. So I want to say a big thank you. But before we finish, because we can't end this Redefining Success like this, also next month we will have someone talk to us still on Redefining Success, but that will be like on a professional level. Today we just talked about it as individuals. We're able to open up, get vulnerable and just talk about it. But next month will be more on a professional level. I wrote down some affirmations, so can we all unmute please? Because now virtual it's not virtual hugs. I want us to hold each other's hands virtually. Yes. So are we all unmuted? We all have to unmute to say this together. Let me see. Right, good.
Wow.
So I said, I am successful simply because I am here. simply because I am here.
Simply because I'm
Good. Now it aligns with what Hope said. Because I am here. Because I am here. That's one success on its own. Yeah. And again, I am growing. Because it's only ends today. I'll still keep growing. Yeah. So simply because I am here and I'm growing. Let's say that.
I'm successful because I'm here. I'm growing.
And healing.
And what?
Healing. I am healing.
I'm healing.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's one. My peace is my greatest achievement.
Wow, my peace is my greatest achievement.
My greatest achievement.
Man.
One more. My worth is not tied to my productivity. Let's say that.
They've not touched that one.
My worth is not tied to my productivity.
My words is not tied to my productivity.
Okay. Thank you very much. So those are the affirmations. If you want me to, I can put them on the what's it called, on the WhatsApp community for us to see, because it's so good to have such strong affirmations to yourself. It helps you through the week, through the day. It just helps you go on that. Peace. Someone said peace of mind. Peace of mind. So I personally feel that we need those affirmations. Yeah. So I just want to thank everybody. We want to thank everybody for joining us today on Break Free. We appreciate even the person that joined us that wrote the comments on the Facebook Live is a man, but he says, thank you ladies, great answers and responses to the questions is raised and we've discussed. So we, like I said, sometimes we invite men, and it's on Facebook Live. Men, women, everybody will join, but we are still a support group for women, and from time to time we have sessions every last Saturday of the month. We talk about things that affect us as women, as human beings, just anything at all. Those are the things we talk about. We learn from each other. We are very particular about sharing our lived experiences. We don't judge ourselves. We just have deep conversations as to topics that affect us. So our next session will be I think it's the 26th of April. It's the last Saturday of April, and it's at 2 p.m. The link is the same. So I think next time we have the session, I'll put the link on the Facebook Live so that anybody that wants to talk to us just the same way we are on the Zoom link can join the Zoom Live, the Zoom link too. What else is there to say? I'm trying to remember. We talked about supporters, but don't worry, because you are part of our community. If you have any advert or anything you want to advertise, just let us know. You don't have to do anything, just let us know. We have the platform, and then we're going to showcase whatever it is you want to advertise for free, so long you are part of our community. So I think this is where we draw the curtain today. Anything else anybody wants to say before we say bye?
Bye.
Oh, you want bye bye is what you want to say. All right, not a problem at all. Thank you all for joining, and we hope to see you next month, 26th of April at 2 p.m.
And we want to say thank you very much for hosting. It's been lovely.
Oh, thank you. Can somebody say the same thing? Somebody else?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Have a great, successful month. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye, thanks.